So, welcome to the new Red Heaven podcast. I'm in my car, parked, and I'm eating chicken McNuggets. Because I love these. I'm not sorry. I know that some people are going to want to make me feel guilty because it's McDonald's food, but I don't. So, feel free to leave your um, comments in the comment section if you want to make me feel guilty. Or I can't read them, or I won't read them. So, I'm here to promote something. It's a Red Heaven podcast, so obviously I'm promoting Red Heaven from the parking lot of McDonald's. Um, I have spent several weeks working on a project called 200 Years, and I want to tell you about it. But it takes a little bit of backstory, so that's why I need to do the podcast. So, as I mentioned in one of my other podcasts, I'm a member of the Baha'i Faith. It's pretty big deal for me too. It's kind of a thing that I do, and the founder of the Baha'i Faith was a Persian nobleman, an Iranian nobleman named Baha'u'llah, and he was born in 1817 on October 21st. And the 200th year anniversary of that birth is coming up in just a couple weeks. So one of the things that Baha'is do, there's a number of things that Baha'is are doing to kind of mark the occasion. One of the things that Baha'is have been encouraged to do is to create original pieces of artwork to mark the bicentenary. Now, me being me, I was like, I'll make an album. And then, because I have amnesia, because I forget how much work it is to make an album, because I forgot I'm already in the middle of making an album. But I was like, I'll make an album. So I actually have been making this album. It's called 200 Years. And it's going to be 9 songs, and it's going to be released on October 20th. And it's going to be very different from a lot of the Red Heaven stuff you've heard. There's a lot of kind of worldy, ambient. Well, if you guys have heard my EPs, The Undivided Heart and The Little Temple, then you've heard me do that. I brought in some new stuff, some stuff that I haven't done before. Now, like for instance, bassist Tom McMahon is playing, and he's a wonderful bassist and plays a great fretless bass, something that's kind of a little bit past me. I mean, I can do it, but as long as you're not like stuck on things like being in tune, I can play fretless bass just fine. Anyway, Tom is playing on this album, and he's very good. I think you guys are going to be really impressed. And I don't want to sort of get bogged down in comparisons, but the fretless bass brings a little bit of kind of a Kate Bushy kind of Peter Gabriel-y kind of sound to it, which is really nice. So so I have these 9 songs. There's me, Tom McMahon. There's also Mary Claire Saint-Don, who's playing violin all the way through. And if you loved the violin stuff on The Little Temple and Echolocation, then you're going to love what she does on this album as well. One of the finest additions to this is Olga Zubkova, who's sung on most of the work that Red Heaven has done, and is an amazing musician in her own right. A really talented woman, and has done stuff on some of these songs that's taken it from being just like a song that I'm working on to something that makes me cry when I listen to it. Like, it's that beautiful. So the album will be released, as I said, on October 20th, and I'm also doing 2 performances. I'm doing one on the evening of October 20th with the full Red Heaven band at the Ottawa Baha'i Center, and I think we're going to start that at like 7:30. So if you've ever wanted to make a road trip to hear Red Heaven, this is the show you want to catch. I'm doing one the next day. It could be that show too. I'm doing one the next day in Almont, which is where I live, and in a really neat art center, art like a little art gallery called the Carriageway. And I wish I could show it to you. Like, it's just so beautiful. I think you guys are going to really love it. And that's actually going to be catered. There's going to be great snacks and that kind of thing. So if you were ever saving up and you're thinking like, one of these days I'm going to do a road trip and I'm going to catch a Red Heaven show, those are the shows you want to catch. Okay, because I'm probably not going to play this music again. It'll probably be those 2 nights or those 2 days Elmont will be at 1 in the afternoon, and Ottawa the night before will be in the evening. And after that, like, I'm not going to play this song in a bar. I'm not going to play this. For the most part, it's probably not going to get played again. There'll be CDs on sale, like you can download it and stuff. But if you want to hear Red Heaven play, and you want to catch a show that that is just not like any of the other shows, this is the one. So before long, if not already, there's going to be a Facebook event on the Red Heaven group. And if you're not connected to the Red Heaven or to the Facebook group, you can go to facebook.com/Red Heaven Live, and there's an invitation there. And you can catch all the details there. So I think what I really want to share with you about 200 years is that it is probably some of the finest work I've ever done. And that's not surprising, because it starts with me doing like a nucleus of a song, and then Olga and Marie-Claire and Tom come in and just make it unbelievable. And they add so much. It was kind of like, it's funny because like when I did Tie and Danaga a few years ago on Moth, I started with an idea, and I just kept bringing in other musicians, and they just took it from this kind of idea that was like, yeah, it's an idea, it's turning it into something where I was like, it's so amazing, even I don't recognize, I don't even see where I am in that song anymore, because so many people have contributed. 200 Years is a lot like that. There's some stuff that came out incredibly different than what I expected, and better by far. And so that's kind of my focus right now, is getting 200 Years finished and getting these 2 shows done. And I really want you to be there. And, I'm not just saying that. This is a show I think is worth going to. And I think that the band is going to be in an unusually cool state for that evening. And I really want to see you there. So I have these to finish. I have a milkshake I haven't even touched yet. Well, I did touch it. I got to touch it a lot more. But go see my show on the 20th of October or the 21st, or both, because they're like 12 hours apart or less. And if you want any information about how to do that, just let me know. And I think that it'll be lovely to see you. And I hope that you enjoy the album 200 Years when it comes out.